overall right now. No one's been able to slow him down or even come close.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the board has been impressive.
Bamba passes to Money, and again it's Orlando converting.
Now right now they're winning because of him. Love the shots that he's taking, and he's got the green light.
Here's the lob to the hoop, and it's Robinson with the jam.
An active passer with good awareness. When Ntilikina spots the open teammate, he gets it to him.
To the middle, and the dunk by Olynyk.
And how about the communication between teammates on that alley-oop?
And that's what you need to pull that thing off. The Knicks have gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. Poked away, knocks the pass to Ntilikina. The shot, no good. Excellent D there from Moskov. Magic have gone a sensational 5 of 5 from the field since the start of the second quarter. Bamba's shot is off. The Knicks shooting around here. Got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
All the officials are all over that one.
He shot 2 free throws in the game, made 1 and missed 1. That free throw missing. Butler, he's checked in for the Knicks. Rose comes in for Frank Ntilikina. So neither attempt will fall that time for him. And Jimmy Butler's a very physical wing, as we know, Greg. Goes about 6'8", 240, and he can tee up almost any position.
And the strength to deal with forwards, the quickness to cover guards. Also, he uses that strength to attack the rim and get himself to the line.
Carter Williams, the pass to Money. Bamba gets to Carter Williams. Gets the three-point bomb. Carter Williams has gotten 11 points.
Artful passing on that play, showing a real desire to set up the teammate.
Bounce pass from Rose. It's deflected.
And the giant wingspan of Bamba strikes again. Just fantastic at spiking shots in a variety of ways.
There's Moskov. That's it. That's his 5th field goal. He's shooting a hot 71%. 5 for 7. And so it's Rose who brings the ball up for New York. Following this one, they get to host the Pelicans. That game is the first and last of their home slate. Bamba's shot is off. And the Knicks with possession here.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Robinson against Moskov. Here's Money. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. When it comes to veteran players thrown on a team, what characteristics make for a good leader for a bunch of young guys under him?
We talk a lot about veteran guys on teams, Kevin, and I think one of the most important aspects to think about is that those veterans have a lot more impact if they're still part of playing minutes for a coaching staff. At some point, 4 or 5 months into a season, when an older player is telling you how to do something and only get a chance to see it during practice or pinpointing it out on film and role playing, doesn't have as much of an impact.
Doesn't resonate
right.
as much.
When a guy gets 15 minutes a night and you get to see him do those things as a young player from the bench and say, wow, everything he told me on my list, he's checked all those boxes. So having a vet that plays, much more impactful.
Now listen, if you're 7 foot and can shoot threes, there's a place for you in today's NBA. Olynyk has that rare combination.
Outside Butler for 3. Knocked away. Out of bounds, Orlando takes possession. Here's a look at what's coming up for New York. On Monday, they'll be facing Drew Holiday and the New Orleans Pelicans. And then on Wednesday, they'll take on Kevin Love and the Cleveland Cavaliers.
And looking at the Bucks matchup, they won't have much room for error in that one. A team like this will punish mistakes, but I can see them walking away with this one.
Emmanuel Mudiay is checked in for Trier. Here's Money. Joe Olynyk. A three-pointers right on target. Olynyk's got a couple of three-pointers in the second for Orlando. New York's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Olynyk against Butler. Olynyk the pass to Money. And he's going up for the alley-oop. And the dunk by Olynyk.
He is pouring it on here offensively. Olynyk looks to be warmed up.
New York shooting a meager 37% for the game. Now, here's Moutier. Carter Williams covering. And here's Moutier. He is still scoreless so far in this one. Robinson misses.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Here's Bamba. Good for another basket. He's put up 10 shots and made 7 of them.
And you see Bamba on the offensive end. Very raw, but has potential, particularly from this range.
Robinson kicks the buck. Over Olynyk. Here's Robinson. Score the basket, his third after 5 shots.
Great positioning on the glass, jumping all over that miss and sticking it back in.
Orlando's gone 3 of 4 with the long-range bombs here in the second quarter. Here's Money, who's covered by Rose. Here's Bamba. And again, another assist.
That makes 15 assists.
He's been one step ahead of the defense all game long. And that's a foul called on Money. That will give him his 4th foul of the game.
And that's his 4th foul. And we're not even at halftime. That is going to limit his playing time and his aggressiveness the rest of the game.
Catching up on the changes for New York. Ellinson's checked in for Robinson, and Lydon subbed in for Knox. Orlando's gone 6 of 7 from long range tonight. They've been on fire from way outside. It's good. That's 28 points for Money.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
Rose kicks the butt. Osgood grabs the board. Osgood's got 7 rebounds in the game. Money passes to Moscow. And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul. Shot misses. He'll be shooting 2. New York called for the foul. The Magic shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight. That free throw, no good.
Just so athletic for his size. When he first entered the league, Moscow had knee issues, but still able to play a valuable role on this team.
And the second free throw, good.
As we've gotten closer to halftime, their style has become more and more physical. They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Ball's knocked loose. Ellenson kicks the butt. Here's Lydon. 5 to shoot. From 13. Rebound by the Magic. Mozgov's got 8 rebounds in this game. Nice shot there by Bamba. Bamba's got 8 points in the quarter.
Loving the toughness there from Bamba. He just needs to keep proving that he's not to be messed with.
Outside Butler. Back to Rose. And again, it's the Knicks missing.
Yeah, the defense cannot afford to be that lazy. You got to be up on the shooters at all times, especially at the mid-range.
Here's Money. Kept alive. And that one's in. He's only missed 3 of 13.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Out of bounds, Orlando takes possession.
All right, a chance to check out the numbers for Moscow. Since the break, he's come back strong, really making his presence felt. Averaging 9 points per game, 7 rebounds, and 3 assists. And he's really been pulling his weight. He's had a hand in some big plays here recently.
I think you look across the board right now, and he's just doing a much better job. The numbers bear that out. Man, he is in the zone right now on offense, guys, building off that efficient first quarter.
Rose kicks to Lydon. To stop the drought, and he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. Butler's got 9.
Very steady in between game there for Butler. You don't want to let him get too many of those.
Knocked loose. It's stolen by Moutier. Oh, and the jam by Butler.
Hey guys, got careless with the ball there, and the turnover leads to the big stuff.
Once he came up right with the steal, he went straight on the attack.
Terrific anticipation, using the hands. How are you not protecting the basketball in that situation?
Here's Moutier. Orlando's gotten out from three-point land in the second quarter, going 4 of 5 from downtown.
And it's nice to see Bamba finding his groove. When he's in sync, he feels like he can make any shot.
New York's gone 0-3 from beyond the arc to start the second quarter. Got a piece of it, and out of bounds is the Magic. Will gain possession.
So a moment now to see the story on Mohamed Bamba. The last 10 or so games, he has been remarkable. Second in rebounding, fourth in field goal percentage, and he's also ranked in the top 10 in blocks per game. No trespassing when he's playing.
And again, look what he's done so far this season. Wiping the boards clean, ranking second in the league in rebounds. Outstanding effort.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. Right side Rose. Rebound by the Magic. Fresh from a win against Portland.
And you know, when everyone's working together, taking care of their role, it just makes the game easier.
They not only had the right strategy, but they were very exact in their execution. And when the coaches call the right plays, everything just looks seamless.
Butler against Olynyk. Olynyk with the steal. Here's Money. Oh!
Remember, he played the point guard position for most of high school, so Olynyk has retained that vision.
And so it's Rose who brings the ball up for the New York Knicks. Ellenson passes to Rose. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist. Rose has got 10 points in the game.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Here's Carter Williams. Rebound by Butler. Butler's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Pulls it up. Can't hit that one. And Orlando will come the other way.
Yeah, and a dangerous trend here as they're starting to live and die with outside jump.
Now here's Carter Williams. Tight defense on him. In the corner, Bamba with it. 4 on the shot clock. And a great assist by Carter Williams as that one goes in. Carter Williams has got assist number 7 for him tonight. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and game. Rose scanning the floor. Pass to Butler. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Off the inbound pass. And another one falls.
And with 40 points for him, his climb towards history continues.
GA, it seems like every time he takes the floor, it's a step closer to the record for most 40-point games in a season.
And historians might have guessed that the most 40-point games in a year was from Wilt Chamberlain's incredible 1962 campaign. It will be hard to match 63 games of 40 or more, but this young fella just might do it.
And so it's Orlando, able to put on a show for the ages. They've got a big advantage in the turnover stats because of their intense defense. And we'll be back with you shortly.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back, everybody. This home crowd is elated about what they've seen so far. I'm Ernie Johnson. That's Shaquille O'Neal. That's Kenny Smith. Out in front of the half is Orlando. They are completely in control of the game, leading by a massive amount. Kenny, some perspective, please.
Well, we have to talk about the unbelievable job they've done rebounding the basketball. They've sent bodies flying to the boards on every possession. They've been a stronger, quicker, tougher team, by a wide margin. And it's that dominance on the glass that's going to win them this game.
Shaq, what did you think about New York?
Well, there are a few areas they need to improve on, but perimeter defense is priority numero uno. They got to be quicker to close out on the three-point shooters. You got to prevent the open looks. They weren't fighting through screens. They're just not doing enough, Ernie, especially outside.
That about wraps it up. Time now for the second half of the game. We go to Kevin Harlan for the call.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. The Knicks shooting just 35%. They've got to get better looks. Our second half of basketball, and presented by Gatorade. Let's see who's all fueled up and on the floor to start the third. On the court for Orlando, they've got Bamba. Michael Carter-Williams is out there with money. Then it's Moskov, and it's Olynyk in at the three. Clock is at 3. Knox the pass to Butler. And the three off target. Pass to Mutton. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Ooh, just powered it down with both hands. You know he's not going to mess that one up.
No, not this fella. He is a superb finisher. Rose passes to Knox. Carter-Williams against Rose. To the inside. Knocked loose. It's stolen by Carter-Williams. And another assist for him.
Another possession, another assist.
You know, Greg, he's sharing the ball well, hitting his guys in their spots. Now, here's Rose. Defense is right there.
And that was the play to make. Rose making the right read.
Magic shooting a mind-boggling 79% off the floor. Stolen by Robinson. And a fast break now for New York. Oh, and the jam by Butler.
And at full speed, he still has the wherewithal to get himself in good position.
Yeah, the snap decisions right there. Reading the situation on the move and then making the right choice.
Here's Money. And he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops. Money's got 44.
And since they've come out of halftime, they've been extremely poised and very efficient.
Yeah, I think they have been winning the battle of shot selection here in the second half, and that's led to an excellent shooting percentage from the field.
It's just hard to believe that someone can perform at such a high level. They've got to thank him for this lead.
Outside Rose. Moskov with the block, and they get it back. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
Well, it's like the defense has a bunch of matchbooks in their hands right now, playing with fire. They were fortunate that somehow we misfired on that one.
And the Knicks making a change here. Ntilikina's checked in. Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. To the middle. Here's Bamba. Moves back up. And the nice bucket inside from Moskov. Moskov's got 14 points.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
Ntilikina passes to Knox. The pass to Ntilikina. He gets it in there.
Proving he belongs in this league. Ntilikina getting better at taking contact and finishing.
Here's Money. Non-stop scoring machine here. Pass to Knox. Here's Ntilikina. Shoots a three. Here's Butler. Rebound by Olynyk.
The defense was solid there, smothering him close inside, and that's how you want to guard him.
Here's Money. And too long on the shot. New York's gotten blank from three-point land so far in the third. Still 0 for 3. Here's Butler. It's over Olynyk, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. That went on Olynyk.
Yeah, you just can't fall for Butler's shot fake. Once he has you up in the air, he is really skilled at drawing the foul.
The Knicks have shot 3 of 6 at the foul line. Do you think it seems like young players are more receptive to stints in the G League than they were in the past?
I feel that way.
Seems that way, yeah.
Like the stigma of what was used to be the D League, and maybe it was because those were the grades that I had, that you felt a little weird about it. But now that it's the G League, and now that, like we talked about, almost half the players last year had some kind of touch with the G League, I think that stigma has mostly gone away.
Are you saying you were a G student?
Well, when I gave my mom my report card, she said, "Gee, you got 4 A's."
Orlando on D. Here's Ntilikina. Lock at 6. 16 feet away. New York, no good that time either. The Magic have gotten 5 of 8 shots to fall for them in the third quarter. A nice 62% from the field. Mozgov with the bucket.
Now, once again, he's getting it rolling. His confidence is building, makes that shot almost impossible to stop.
Tipped away. Butler passes to Knox. Here's Ntilikina. Takes the 3. The shot, no good. Magic have gone 6 of 9 from the floor here in the second half. They've got to be happy with that. Butler finds Robinson. Here's Ntilikina. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. And let's take this chance to look at some of the perimeter players who aren't afraid to mix it up in the middle either. These are the top rebounding point guards in the league. Third is Michael Carter-Williams.
Yeah, this is a unique group of players. It's not often we talk about the rebound leaders at the point, but with these guys, it's warranted because of just how well they do it.
It's a dimension of the game that so few point guards have, and it's an attribute that makes them much more valuable to their ball clubs. To have that many rebounds coming from the point guard position, well, the plus you got there.
And the French native has already made an impact. Ntilikina is a young guard who plays with confidence and purpose.
The Knicks making a switch here. Smith is checked in. Good. 18 points for Kelly Olynyk.
No defender is going to have a shot against that kind of play. He's just too tall to stop that close to the rim.
New York's gotten off to a fairly slow start from three-point range in the second half. They're 0 for 4. Pass to Knox. Pass to Dotson from the arc. Rebound by the Magic. Mozgov's got rebound number 13 with that last one. Orlando moving the ball around. Down low, here's Olynyk, and the dunk by Olynyk.
Yeah, he can surprise you around the rim. Olynyk has some lift.
New York shooting 34% from the field. That's not going to get it done. The pass to Knox. Drops in the tray. Knox has got 5 points now this quarter.
And when the D is this non-existent, it's pretty easy for shooters. Fishing with dynamite.
Here's Money. Now the feed to Mozgov. Up high to stop the alley-oop.
Oh, nice setup there. And defensively, last thing you want to do is let Mozgov catch it at the rim.
And a tremendous Unleash Chaos replay coming to you courtesy of Under Armour Hover Hat. Ntilikina, and it's blocked. And up the court come the Magic on the break. Here's Money. Second chance shot. Carter-Williams with the bucket. Carter-Williams has got 13 points.
And this is what happens when you fail to block out.
Defensive rebounding just as important as causing the miss in the first place.
Looking to get back on track here. It's hauled in by the Magic. Mozgov's in. The full court player falls off target.
Well, he had 1 3-pointer in the first half, but so far in the second, he's come up with goose eggs.
Here's Money. Now that's how to finish the break. Throw down with force.
Well, there you go. One team operating on all cylinders at both ends, steals, fast break buckets, and the other team in scramble mode.
Here's Ntilikina. He's got 6. Pass to Knox. And again, it's the Knicks missing. Well, Orlando's shooting has been wild. 76%. That's just unbelievable.
Well, he's like a carpenter out there. Great floor awareness. Zipping the ball over to his teammates with ease.
New York calls timeout. We've seen Money really having a great game.
Not sure what the defense is thinking, or if they are. They continue to let him shoot. That is bad defense.
And let's take a look now at some stats for Carter Williams. Tremendous numbers for him over the last 10 games. He's putting up about 21 points per, 7 assists, and over 2.5 steals. They're loving how he's running the show here. His sensational passing really breathing life into their offense.
Something in the coach's playbook here where the schemes fire on all cylinders. When he's in the game, great conduit for them offensively. He knows where everyone is at all times.
The execution on point. Just terrific timing on these passes.
I really like the idea that his teammates are waiting until he's in grip.
Oh!
Yes, sir.
Yeah, you gotta love seeing the young fella dump that one home. Smith likes to show off that incredible vertical.
Here's Money. Feeds it to Moscow. And Moscow throws it down.
Ooh, put a little extra on that.
He does. He doesn't usually finish soft either. Obviously, he can when necessary, but not that time.
Tremendous effort. I mean, this guy's already cracked double digits on the backboard.
But rooting out guys for his position and then outworking them. So you add fundamentals with the effort. Leader by example.
Free throw line jump shot. Bamba's shot is off. And so it's Smith with it. He'll bring it up for the Knicks. The dish to Moutier. They get a hand on it, and it goes out of bounds. And last touch by Carter Williams. Here's Knox. 5 points in the game. Just 5 on the clock. For 3, Smith. Smith missing again. Well, Orlando's shooting has been wide. 6%. That's just unbelievable.
The activity from Bamba when he's playing with a high motor, watch out.
New York shooting terrible so far in the second half. Down around 26%. Here's Trier. Olynyk is covering. Olynyk with the steal. And now Orlando on the break. Again, what an avalanche.
And he's up to 52 points.
Yeah, making a GA look all too easy right now. Here's Smith. 9 points in the game so far. Now, here's Moutier. Knocks it loose. Here's Money, covered by Smith. Deflects the pass. Out of bounds. New York takes possession.
And now a look at Kelly Olynyk. Some numbers on him. Since the All-Star break, he has been superb. 4th in field goal percentage, 4th in three-point field goal percentage, and he's as opportunistic as anybody defensively, ranking among the top 15 league-wide in steals per game.
And yeah, he's such an efficient scorer. Understands the offense. Moves without the ball so well. That's why he's top 5 in field goal percentage.
Working on his interior game, Smith Jr. is very aware he has what it takes to score from there.
What's interesting about Moutier is how cavernous the gap is between the strengths and weaknesses that he has. On the plus side, he creates shots for himself, but how many of those shots is he actually going to make? The other part about his game, though, is his distribution is pretty solid. So if he plays in the pick and roll, he can find teammates.
Smith, the pass to Trier. Shot clock at 5. He kicks it to Moutier. They get a hand on it. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. And New York making a change here. Udo's checked in. He's guarded by Udo. Pass to Money. 54 seconds left to play in the third. To the middle, Carter Williams. Good once again. That makes him 8 for 9 this game.
And he can time his passes so perfectly. Wow, what an assist.
Nick shooting 34% for the field. That's not going to get it done. Now, here's Moutier. Carter Williams covering. Moutier kicks to Udo. Smith on the wing. Takes the three. Rebound by the Magic. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Trying to get open is Moskov. Carter Williams can't get it to go. And a fast break now for New York. Here's Moutier. Smith with the basket on the assist for Moutier. Moutier's got 3 assists now in this one.
And I ask you, what can you do? This guy is a phenomenal decision maker.
Shoots from the baseline. Rebound by Smith. Here's Trier. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. And as we conclude the third quarter, pretty much a blowout. It's been a one-sided affair. It's the Magic running away with it. And we're coming back in just a moment. Get ready for the fourth quarter of action when we return.
Hold up.
While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And, you know, you can always count on him for at least a couple of these pretty assists over the course of a game. And this one, a thing of beauty.
Sometimes it happens when the offense is struggling, but every now and then this helps with the offensive uptick right there. Great job of setting his teammate up.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Magic shooting has been out of this world, 74% from the field. And New York, looking at who they got. They've got Dennis Smith, Trier out there with Leiden. Then it's Ellenson. And it's Udo in at the power forward position.
I like whenever Smith leaps up high for the jam. He's a guy that just doesn't mess around when he's in attack mode to get to the rim.
That one falls. 54 points for Money.
He keeps finding great shots out there, and the opportunities are turning up roses.
Smith with it, passes it to Leiden. Here's Ellenson. And it's out of bounds to the Knicks as New York retains possession. Inside, Smith. Well, it was only a matter of time, but they finally get the bucket. Smith's got 10 points in just the second half. Here's Money, covered by Smith. Certain guys play within themselves and still dominate. You played along with the best. You saw up close in Tim Duncan.
One of the things I think about with Tim is how many numbers he left on the board, Kevin. The way that Coach Popovich played him, minimal minutes, touches when needed most, where Tim usually came through, but how much more dominant he truly could have been.
And he didn't care about numbers, did he?
Not at all. He cared about one number, and that's putting W's on the board. But how many more things Tim Duncan would have led categorically in the history of the NBA at the power forward position, but overall, the numbers would have been staggering.
Here he comes, and there he goes.
Oh, look at him punish that rim. So it's the Knicks now. Here's Trier. Smith outside. Five on the clock. Excellent D there from Moskov. Orlando, they've gotten all 3 of their shots to drop here in the fourth quarter. They came out of the break on a roll. Olenek the pass for Money. Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. Trier at 3 off the mark. Here's Money, covered by Smith. Another possession, another assist.
25 assists. What an unselfish performance.
He has been a sensational playmaker. Around the world, Brett, we've seen the NBA take a role in helping youngsters learn to play the game of basketball the right way.
So incredible what Basketball Without Borders has done with the NBA junior program expanding itself. Last year in Treviso, for the first time, the NBA doing a combine for EuroLeague players so they could start a database of the older professional, younger professional players playing overseas. It's a global game. Adam Silver is doing a remarkable job of promoting the game, and we're in a great place now.
Clock at 4, jacks up a 3, sinks the triple. Smith's got 10 points now, just in this quarter.
Now, he has single-handedly helped them carve into this lead thanks to his scoring in the court.
Here's the pass to Olynyk. Here's Money, covered by Smith. Offensive rebound, Bamba. Lays it up off the glass. Bamba's got 33.
Well, these defenders just look a bit overmatched, especially inside.
Smith dishes to Udo. Back to Smith. Fires from deep. And it's Smith again missing. Orlando, they've gotten it done so far from the field here in the fourth, going 6 for 7. It's rebounded by Udo. The Knicks have gone 4 of 10 here in the final period. Not the time to go cold. Lyden, and he could not get them one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
And even though they're down, they are putting on a show at the free throw line.
First one falls for. The league and players union, Brent, both have expressed supporting guys who express their views and social concerns. You like that?
I think it's amazing the way the league has backed some of the avenues with which players have used their voices.
Embraced.
Well, extending well beyond just saying things, Kevin, because we know actions speak louder than words, and there's so many guys around our league that do important philanthropic work. But the fact that the league supports all of those things, the fact that you see Adam Silver show up at some of these events, or that there's press releases from the league office about some of the things guys are doing, there's amazing cohesion when it comes to the league and its players, because they understand that everything that they're doing has such a significant impact in the communities in which they live in and around the game with which we all love.
Well said. Here's Dotson. Right wing. Banked in off the glass. So it's Orlando now. To the inside. And Mozgov throws it down.
Yeah, this is where Mozgov is at his best, using that size and length to attack the cup.
Here's Ntilikina. Allenson with a wide open look, knocks down the 3 ball.
He has such a sweet three-point stroke there. It can really open things up inside, because as good as he shoots it, it forces the opposing bigs to have to step out on the perimeter.
Claims the 3-pointer. 65 points for Money.
And that's another 3. And if the defense is hoping that they don't heat up from out here like they did in the first half, they may be in for a real bad surprise.
Here's Ntilikina. Olynyk is covering. Ntilikina kicks to Lyden. Teardrop shot. He lays it in. Lyden's got 4 this quarter.
A terrific use of the floater, unguardable really, because you can't do anything defensively to stop it.
And Ellenson comes to help. Here's Carter Williams. He drops. That's his 9th field goal of the contest. A blistering hot 9 for 11.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint there.
Knocks it loose. Here's Dotson. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. It's going to be on Michael Carter-Williams. Commissioner Adam Silver has balanced his comments between wanting parity, Brent, and recognizing there are always going to be super teams. Is there middle ground there?
Is there middle ground?
I don't know.
I don't think so. You would like to have some of the teams just be more competitive than they are, but some of the creative, circuitous routes that teams have taken to put themselves into position to get better, younger talent has decimated.
What do you call that?
I don't have a term for it. I don't like the one that's used, so I don't have a term for it. Let's just call it setting yourself up for the future, Kevin.
Looking ahead.
Yes, exactly. So I just don't think you'll ever get it. You do hope that some of the starving franchises do have some success for the fans who have they've had to bear a lot. So you root for them.
Pulling it the best of money. And he feeds it to Moskov. And they pick up 2. Moskov's got 12 points in just the second half.
And the towering presence of Moskov, most effective doing damage inside.
Here's Ntilikina. Some nice passing by New York here. Off target from 3-point range.
That's just poor shooting right now from him, and I'm not sure why he's even attempting those kind of shots.
And they'll keep possession. And he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time. The whistle blowing. New York called for the foul.
And that could be a costly foul there. Moskov, a pretty good free throw shooter.
Shoot 2.
That one is off. Front team owner proposed that we should abolish the draft and have free agency for rookies, maybe giving lesser teams a bigger pool of money to spend. Just some of the ideas these teams are in the league is throwing out there.
Well, that's an interesting idea. The one that I heard about last summer was in Houston trying to flip-flop free agency and the draft so that all of a sudden what you could do is draft players after it is that you've made all your free agent acquisitions, so you can draft positionally, you know you're set up for your team next year. And the more I've thought about that, Kevin, coming into the season, the more I like it. So we'll see what kind of traction that gets.
Yeah, the defender all over it.
And the first one drops. Checked in for White. And so he hits both. New York's gotten 3 of their 6 3-pointers to fall here in the 4th. Olynyk against Smith. Ntilikina kicks to Ellenson. And he drops it in from the low post.
And ball movement is important to any club. Ntilikina making it a priority to share it with his guys.
Here's Money inside. Moskov passes to Money from about 16, and Ellenson pulls it down. And for the Knicks, they're shooting about 47% here in the 4th. Down low, stolen by Bamba. Moskov passes to Money. Back to Moskov. Here's Money. He hit the turnaround jumper. Here's Dotson. No good on the triple. And for the Magic, their shooting has been out of this world. 74% from the field. Goes up on the wing. And good. As it just snubs right down through the net. And now looks like he's got an injury here, guys. We'll likely see him come out of the game.
And boy, when you see someone hurting like this, it's always scary.
Yeah, it reminds you of what's really important. Health number one. Everything else comes after that.
And the Magic making a change here. Birch is checked in. Here's Ntilikina. Just 5 to shoot. Shoots the 3. Hands it from downtown. 8 points for Henry Ellenson.
It's foolish leaving anyone that wide open from outside the arc. The D has got to be better.
Money. Yet another bucket. 71 points and no end in sight.
Young fella is in the zone. The defense right now looks helpless.
And so it's Smith with it. He'll bring it up for New York. To the middle. There's the steal. To the paint. Here's Olynyk. And the dunk by Olynyk.
And that's the classic 1-2 punch right there. I mean, nice steal. And how about the elevation, Kevin, on the finish?
And Greg, nothing spurs some quick offense like a great play defensively.
Well, it fires up your teammates and the fans when you make plays like that out in the open court and explosive.
Pass to Trier. Six on the shot clock. Poked away. 1:46 left in the fourth quarter. Throws it down as the official calls the foul. It may be a three-point play. It's on Ellenson.
Oh boy, to be young again.
Makes you nostalgic, doesn't it? Here's Trier. There's 1:38 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Smith's shot is good.
And when Smith gets it going, boy, does he become difficult to slow down. And his quickness allows him to get anywhere he wants on the floor.
Pass to Birch. Hunter Williams feeling it out a bit. Can he keep it going? Birch controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest. Just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Magic.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And, of course, this season for these guys has been just remarkable. Win after win, we've watched them take on the best teams in the league and dispatch them with ease. Tonight will mark win number 72, adding to the storied season one more time.
Wow, they finished the season series undefeated. 4 games, 4 wins, really asserting their dominance.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for money.
And he really contributed down there on the offensive end. Seemed like he was hitting anything he was putting up.
Olynyk in the corner. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Money. And there the Magic with another bucket.
Running up the score, showing no mercy.
Well, you want to close the door on any type of comeback effort. This has been a vault. Ka-ching.
You're right. 2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Throws it up high. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop. Smith outside. And so it's Orlando taking this one by a big margin. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but you have to appreciate just what a clinical performance they put on.
I know their fans appreciated it, and we saw at times just stretches of excellent defense, potency from an offensive standpoint as well. They were pretty much dominant.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Brett Berry, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. Have a great evening.